tomorrow we have a quiz over stats. So I wanted to give you a little review. I'm going to talk you through it. Make sure you don't have any questions. If you do, feel free to send me an email or come by in the morning. He wants to know how many residents in his neighborhood go to the beach. He has 3 random households from each street. Is this valid? We're going to say yes, it is valid. Because it is a simple random sample. Out of 20 teens said they eat breakfast every morning. What is a reasonable prediction of the number of teens out of 1280? So again, when you're making a prediction, just like we practice in class, you're going to have to make a proportion. 17 out of 20 eat breakfast. So then we have 1280. You can cross multiply, divide. You can find a scale factor. Whichever you decide to do, the answer is 1088. Eat breakfast. Every morning. The next one is talking about the appropriate displays, and we did this on Friday last week. The heights of 7th graders are arranged in intervals. Keyword here is intervals, so this is going to be a histogram. Closing price of stock over the past 3 weeks over time is going to be a line graph. The data set represents the prices of full tank of gas for different motorcycles. Which measure of center? Okay, so our measures of center, if you remember, are the mean and the median. What do you use to convince people that the prices are high? So if you notice, these are actually not in order already, so we need to put these in order. 12, 15, 15, and then we have 17, 18, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 19. And I am going to count these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to make sure that we have enough. So the median is 17.5. The mean, and you will need to do this by hand, but because we're recording, we're going to go ahead and do it quickly. So we have 19 times 3, 18, 17, we have 2 15s, and a 12. We're going to divide that. We said we had 8 numbers. Forgot to put the decimal. 1675. And we want to know, to convince people that prices are high, the median would be higher. Okay? Bar graph shows the heights of students able to clear the pole vault. Why might the graph be misleading? Well, this is counting by 4, so we could go ahead and label it. Looks like these are the same. This is probably 17. It's a little higher, maybe 13. This is not a very good scale. It makes them look very close together. You also maybe would do, maybe the bars could be a little closer together, not a histogram touching, but maybe closer. Surveys show that 70% of students would select roller coasters as their favorite ride at amusement parks. Out of 5,000, how many would select it as their favorite ride? So we have a couple options here. We can say 5,000 times 0.7, which is 70% as a decimal. So we can say 3,500. You can also make a percent proportion. 70 out of 100 equals something over 5,000, and you would get the same answer. Pet store owner wants to know what type of pet food her customers prefer. At the bottom of each receipt, she provides a phone number. for customers to call in and answer survey questions. Of the 94 responses, she said 9 prefer organic. She concludes that about 10% of her customers would prefer organic food for their pets. Is this valid? No, this is not. Because it's a voluntary survey. They're choosing to do the survey and call in, so you don't really know if that's a good sample of what they actually bought based on the population. On the back, we have a dot plot here. Test scores of students. What fraction of the total students scored a 60? So we have 4 out of, we have 2, 3, 3, and 2. So if we add these up, 6 and 6 is 12, 14. So 4 out of 14, but we need to simplify that to 2/7. Which classroom had a greater range? Well, the range, remember, is highest minus the lowest. Well, must be room 240. Write an inference you can make about the population. Well, we can say more people passed in room 300 because it has higher test scores. You could say that 75% of room 300 compared to 25% of room 240 scored an 80 or higher. Lots of different inferences we could make from this. Says the double dot plot shows Katie and Danielle's resting heart rates in beats per minute after 10 morning workouts. Share the shapes, centers, spreads of the two populations and whose heart rate varies more. So you need to really answer all of these different pieces. So shape-wise, we can make a little chart like this. So shape-wise, Katie's heart rate is not symmetrical, whereas Danielle's, two on either side, 1 and 1, is symmetrical. So when we talk about centers, we said if it is not symmetrical, you're looking for the median. If it is symmetrical, the mean, but the mean is the same as the median. So let's start with Katie, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. So it's going to be here in the middle, so 65. Whereas Danielle is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's going to be 71. Spread, if you recall, when we talk about the spread, we're looking at the IQR. So if you wanted, you could make a note. This is median, this is IQR. So we're going to have to go back. 1, 2, 1, 2, lower quartile. 1, 2, 1, 2, upper quartile. So we can say 70 minus 59 is 11. And here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 72 minus 70, of course, we can do in our head as 2. So the question was, whose heart rate varies more? Well, you're looking at the IQR for that, so we can say Katie. Katie's heart rate varies more because our IQR is greater. So, this one, determine the mean, the median, the mode of the refrigerator prices shown in the table. Which measurement might be misleading in describing the average cost of the refrigerator? So, let's start with the mean, the median, the mode of the prices. So, let's put them in order. 400, 1200, 1200, 1350, and 1400. So the median, we'll go back and do the mean in a minute. The median is 1200, and the mode is also 1200. The mean, we can add these up, 400, plus 1200 times 2 plus 1350 plus 1400. And then we're going to divide that. We had 5. That's going to come out nicely. Is a 1,110. So which of these might be misleading? Well, the mean. The mean is going to be misleading. And it's misleading because this 400 is an outlier, so it's going to cause the mean to be lower. We can say, so again, the mean, there is an outlier. We can put the 400. So if you have an outlier that's lower, it's going to cause the mean to be lower. If you have an outlier that's higher, it's going to cause the mean to be higher. And it's going to skew that. If this was closer, if this was like 1,000, then it wouldn't cause that much of an issue. And finally, the circle graph shows the favorite lunch of 300 7th graders, Central Middle School. How many more students favored tacos and hamburgers for lunch? Okay, so we're only looking here and here. So that's 12% out, and there were 300. So you can use a scale factor of times 3. Or you could say 300 times 0.12. Either way, you get 36 students. If you have any questions, come in and see me. Otherwise, be amazing while I'm gone tomorrow.